Zog the Gemara. Now, just after the Mishnah, the Mishnah says, remember the Mishnah, what is the time of Tfilas Krishma Shel Shachris? And we saw Mishayakir Letcheles Lelovan, or Bein Tcheles Lekarti. The Karti Pashas is green. Pashas Karti is green. So just let's read again the Mishnah Arangin Nesugya. Mei Mosai Koirin Shma Beshachris. The Mishnah Tesor and Beis Mishayakir Ben Tcheles Lelovan. Ablezer Oimer Zman is Mishayakir Ben Tcheles Lekarti. That's a little bit, as we said, Karti is a little bit more difficult to recognize between Tcheles and Karti, and that's why it's a little bit later when it's a little bit more light. So up to what time you have to finish the time of Krishma? Ad Haneit Hachama. Shoimer Ad Sholish Shois. Shekein derech Melochim Lamoid B'Sholish Shois. Koire Mikan Ve'elach Lo Yisid K'odom Makoire B'Torah. So before we go into the Gemara, better we should ask ourselves a very simple shaila. Why we had till now machloikus about Mei Mosai Koire Shma Be'arvin. So in Arvis we had Nochoname machloikus. Rab Lezer Ad Ashmo Rishoino. Lefi Chachom Ad Chatzois. Rab Gamliel. Kolalai. What is better the machloikus? The swore of the machloikus is how we understand the mashmois of Beshoch Becho. Lefi Rab Lezer, when people are going to sleep, right? When people put themselves to sleep, and that in Nochonam is Ad Soifar Shmo Rishoino, the third of the beginning of the night. Lefi Chachomim Rab Gamliel, as long as the people are asleep, that means the whole night. So why Uvekumecho we have a machloikes, right? If it's in Nochonam Bekumecho is Uvekumecho. Uvekumecho is also the same machloikes. If it's till 3 hours or till the Neitzachamo. Till when mainly most people get up, and that's still the Neitzachama, or when people, you know, there's a mute that people are still sleeping, that means the Melachim. Why should we say Ubekumecha, or when people are getting up, or when people are awake? The whole day, you can read Krishma. The Sailor of Gamliel says, Ubeshachbecha, as long as you're asleep, it's a time of Krishma. So also, the time when you're awake, Ubekumecha, it's also, in the whole day you can read Krishma. Why we shouldn't say that? What do you say, Stevie? Because uvekumecho, the mashmos uvekumecho doesn't mean inochaname when they're awake, when they're getting up. That means ubekumecho. V'shachbecho you can say sha'as shchive when the people inochaname are lying down. But when we say ubekumecho, then say b'shas that you're awake. Doesn't mean bekumecho awake. Bekumecho means when you're setting up, and that's what most Rishonim understand. There is a shita, very interesting shita, the Kesef Mishnah, because this taina ubekumecho, says the Kesef Mishnah, the whole day will be a time of Krishma. And the Achroinim ask on him, that Krishma is going to be Shaloi Hazman Grome. Because if you say that it's the whole day, so it's Shaloi Hazman Grome, because mitzvahs also Hazman Grome is no when Noshim Peturos. And Krishma, we know Noshim Apturos in Krishma because the mitzvah Hashem Magrama. And if you're telling me the whole day is the mitzvah, if you take as a Mishnah, because this Taino Bekumecho, just we talk about like a Tchile, what's the Zman, they're going to be higher. So maybe you're going to have to go back to the Ramban. What's the shot?
Krishma of the day is only of the day. Night filling. Filling is only by day, not by night.
Oh, so that's going to be Nochonam the Taina Lefi the Ramban. I think Nochonam Shagasari, but there's Reb Lozo Moshe, I think, wants to say this Taina. Lefi the Ramban when we spoke that Nochonam the Rambam and the Ramban have a machloikas, and mitzvahs asay, and shoyresh tes. The Ramban Taina is no. This is two separate mitzvahs. Mitzvah shel yoim and mitzvah shel laylo. Means we know is twice. A mitzvah twice to count to say Krishma shel Amita Krishma. Twice. Is the mitzvah the same mitzvah, one big mitzvah, or is it two separate mitzvahs? Lefi the Rambam, it's one big mitzvah. Lefi the Ramban, it's two separate mitzvahs. So lefi them, we're still going to have the taina of, as we said, of mitzvah seishas margom, because it's two separate mitzvahs, yom and layla. Okay. Dog the Gemara. my bein tcheles lelovan. When we came and said bein tcheles lelovan, what is it? Ilema. Bein gvove de amre. Chivre. That means gvove de amre chivre means in Choname pakas. A bundle of wool. In Choname that's in Choname pakas. Gvove de amre chivre white wool. Legvove to a bundle de amre tchalte. Hobelele nami made the idea. This is not a problem. At night is also, you can notice, you don't need Choname to come to wait for the day. Why? It's Nikolai. Why? No. What is the pshat? Bein tcheles shebo, in part of the bundle, le'lavon shebo, and that's in Choname much later. We talk about over here a bundle that has in it a little bit of tcheles. It has also lavon. It has in it a little bit of tcheles. In some places in Choname is, as Rashi says, that's what Rashi says. Rashi says bein tcheles shebo le'lavon shebo. Says Rashi gizas tzemer, a bundle of wool, shetzivot tcheles. But yesh bo mekoyim is some place in this bundle sheloi olo shom hatzeva yofe, and that in Choname is the shiur. Says the Gemara Tani Ramei Roimer. What's the time in Choname of Krishme? It starts when Mishayakir. What means Mishayakir? Mishayakir over here in Choname bein zeev lekelev, bein zeev lekelev. Says the Gemara. The time is when. Mishayakir for when in Choname not bein zeev lekelev, just bein chamoir leorud. Orud is chamoir habar. It's very similar to chamoir. A donkey, and we have a donkey, chamoir habar. That's the orud. I don't know how you call it in English, but that's not a mule. A mule is a wild. A wild dog. So that's a chamoir habar. Ve'acheri oimrim misheirez chaveiroi, and that's in Choname. Misheirez chaveiroi richu gdalet amois ve'yaki renu. So in Choname chaveiroi, Toy says over here which chaveiroi is it. So he brings the Yerushalmi. It's not a friend that he sees him on a daily basis. It's a chaveiroi horogil etzli ktsas. Can't be a friend that he knows, because a friend that he knows he's going to recognize straight away. Horogil imoi ktsas. And the Ramban brings to the Yerushalmi that bein tcheles lelovon, and over here what we say over here, the shiur of misheirez chaver berichuk dalet amos ve'akirenu, it's the same shiur. So when you see that there's no machloikes between this shiur, the Rabbeinu Yoinen learns that there is a machloikes, but that's what the Ramban learns, there's no machloikes. Omar Avune, halacha, the halacha is ke'acherim, the halacha is like acherim, that they say misheireh. Omar Abaye, litfilin in Choname, at the beginning of the Zman HaNochas tefillin, is like acherim, like acherim say legabi krishme. What acherim say legabi krishme? That's Mishiyakir is chaver berichuk dalet amos. That's the time to come to start to put on tefillin. Why? So the Rabbi Yoina explains because be'etzem beikar adin we could put on tefillin also at night. As the Gemara says in Menachos, Daf Lamed Vav, that's why Shemo Yefiach Bohem. That's why you don't put it on at night. But be'etzem you can put on tefillin also at night. Just why in Choname we come and say we don't put it on at night because Shemo Yefiach Bohem. Now, so we didn't do a gzeira when people start to wake up, even if it's before the day. It's before the day. We said it's okay. We said it's okay to start to put on tefillin. That's what the Rabbi Yehuda learns. That's why we're allowed to put on tefillin even before the time of actually putting on, say, krishma. And that's why dafke the halacha like echerim mishayaki. That's earlier time. Dafke legabi tefillin. Says the Gemara. Omar Abaye, litfilin ke'acherim, but lekrishme, when is the time to come and to read krishme? Says Rashi, ke-vosikin. What is vosikin? So Rashi says over here, anoshim, anovim, umechabevim, mitzvah. Anoshim, anovim, umechabevim, mitzvah. These are special people that daven vosikin, and in the Choname, that's the right time to daven krishme. The Omar Rabbi Yechonon, the Gemara brings a raya. The Omar Rabbi Yechonon, vosikin. These people who daven vosikin, hayu goimrin oiso, they would come and finish the krishme, im haneitz achamo. They would come in Choname. They started kuktoit, and when they started before the neitz achamo. If you have to finish it with the neitz achamo, so it takes a few minutes to say krishme. So you see from here that he started a little bit before, and that's in the Choname right that they started a little bit before. Tanya nami oche. That we learn in the Choname the same thing. Vasikin or you go in also im haneitz achamo, and the reason why kedei sheismach geula letfilo. If a nimtza mispalel vayoyim, in the Choname the halacha is vasikin. But the Rif also comes says over here that the halacha is in the Choname to come to daven vasikin. Why? Because the reason is because he should daven straight away with the Neitzacham. That's why that's what the Rif says. You should always daven Vasikin in order to come to daven even Neitzacham or to daven the tefillah itself. Omar Abzeir, Michael, where do we see there is a mitzvah to daven with the Neitzacham? With the Neitzacham. Says the Gemara, it says a pasuk in Tehillim, Yeraucho im shemesh, v'lifnei yoreach doirim. What's the Yeraucho im shemesh, v'lifnei yoreach doirim? Says the Gemara, when you have Yire, Yeraucho, when they have Yire from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, when they're going to have the Yire from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, when they are mekabel on themselves, or in Malchus Shamayim, right? And that Krishma, when do you have it? When the sun comes out, when? In the Neitzachama. So that's the way to read the pasuk. Yeraucho, when the people have Yire, how you have Yire? By oil kabolas Malchus Shamayim, by saying Krishma. That's in Ochaname im shemesh, when the sun comes out, that means with the Neitzachama. Says Rashi, Dichsiv Rucho im shemesh, Mosai misyahim mimcho, כשמוירח או מקבלים עליהם, דהיינו, מלכות שמיים שמקבלים עליהם קרישמה. עם שמש, כלומר כשהשמש יוצא, היינו עם הנצחמו, ולפני יורח, what's the פשט לפני יורח? אף תפילת המנחה מצווסו עם דמדומי חמו. And over here is an interesting raya that we see from over here, that when is in Ochaname the time to daven mincha? We mentioned it already. Before the Shkia, not mincha gdoile. What we're going to see when we're going to talk about Tfilas HaShachar, we're going to see there's other Rishonim who learn that there's even better to come and daven mincha gdoile, better than daven than mincha ktano. Over here in Rashi, definitely we see that Tfilas HaMincha, it's an important Rashi, over here in Daf Tes Amud Beis, Velifnei Yoreach, Rashi learned that this comes to Tfilas HaMincha, that it's better to come and daven mincha with imdim dumei chama. Says the Gemara, Eid Rabbi Yossi ben Eliokim Mishum Koholo Kadisho de Birushalayim. What he comes and he says Bishmoy Kol hasoimer geulo letfilo, Kol hasoimer geulo letfilo, Soimer geulo letfilo, Eino inizo kol hayoim kuloi. He doesn't have he's protected from the mazikim. Omar Abzeire Eini V'ano samche ve'id. I came and I was soimech, and we see that in Ochaname we have sometimes the mazikim. We have a zikr. Omar lei b'moidzak. Exactly what Hezek he had, which mazikim, what did Hezek? Says no, the abtis also like gibei malche. That's what, that you came and gave a lot of money for what? You had to pay a lot of tax. Never, you had to pay a lot of tax to pay malche to the king. Tells him, you should know, you should know it's the right thing to come to pay a lot of money in order to come and to see the king. Why? The Omar Rabbi Yochanan, לא יהיה לו משתדל אודום לא רוצה לקרס מלכי ישראל ולא לקרס מלכי ישראל בלבד, not only to מלכי ישראל to see what is a king, אלא אפילו לקרס מלכי אומו ישראלום, שאם יזכה, because if he's going to be זויכה, when? Says Rashi, לאוילום הבא. Rashi says, לאוילום הבא לירוש דולושו של ישראל. Because if he's going to be זויכה באוילום הבא, so it's over here in Rashi, and Rashi also says the same thing, and Nafnun Chesam and Beis, Rashi says the same thing, that he's going to be mavchid b'kavoid Mashiach. So it's also talking about Lo Ilam Abo. And Pashas from Rashi is mashma that the mitzvah to come and to run to Malchei Akum, it doesn't in Ochoname has to do with Malchei Yisrael. It's a separate thing. But the Ramban learns that in Ochoname that's part of the mitzvah's kibud Malchei Yisrael, to run also to Malchei Akum. You see how important are Malchei Akum, and then in Ochoname you're going to know how Alachas Kamo Vekamo, that Losi Lovoi, how to come and to behave when Mashiach will come, Melech HaMashiach. Says the Gemara, why she'im iske yavchin bein Malchei Yisrael, that in Ochoname that there will be much more than le Malchei Akum, that he sees Boile Masai. Omar le Rablo leule ki ailes lo. So when you're going to go up to Eretz Yisrael, when you're going to Eretz Yisrael, shoyle bishlome the Rav Brunachi. Go and ask about my brother Bruna. B'mamat kol hachabur. In front of everyone, come and ask him why the Odom Godel who v'someach b'mitzvahs. He's a great person and he's someach b'mitzvahs. And what is someach b'mitzvahs is? The Gemara tells us. Sim nechode somach geula letfilah. One time in Ochoname he was someach geula letfilah. Only one time. No, so one time he was someach geula letfilah in Vesikin. The time was Vesikin. That is he was someach geula letfilah. Always he was someach geula letfilah. Just what? one time was soimer geula tefillah and the time was sikin. Veloi posik, Inochaname that day, veloi posik chuke mipumei kula yoyim. The whole day was happy. The whole day was happy. The whole day was an amazing simcha. Says the Gemara, Heichem Motzi Samich. How can you do Geula and Tefillah? We have a hefsek between the Geula, between the Gali soil and the Tefillah. What is called the Shmon Esrei? What is the Tefillah? So the Gemara, V'omar Rabbi Yochanan B'tchilo, when he started davening, you say, Hashem, Sefosai Tiftoch. We don't have a koyach to come to start davening. We don't have the koyach. We come and to ask the Rebbeinu Shalom, Hashem, Sefosai Tiftoch. You only the one that have a koyach to come and to open up our mouths to come to ask things. Ule Basoif Roimer, Iule Rotzoin, Imrei, Fi, Ve'egoi Libi. So, even though, Be'etzem, why we have to say Ule Basoif Roimer, we should only come and say Naru Batchilo. What has to do with Basoif? We come and speaking about Geula Letfilo. So, when you come to bring a Soimach Geula Letfilo, so you don't need Ule Basoif Roimer. Oh, what's Ule Basoif Roimer? Because we bring in the memory of Rabbi Yochanan, so we bring in Pashas the whole memory of Rabbi Yochanan. Omar Amlosa. Tehei, what it's talking about over there, that in Ochaname, that what Rabbi Yochanan says, B'tfilo shel Arvis, and over there in Ochaname, we're not makpid of Lismer Geule L'tfile. Why? Because the Geule started by day and not at night. Frag the Gemara, V'om, Rabbi Yochanan Eizu, Ben Oilo Abo, Zo Asoy Geule shel Arvis, L'tfile shel Arvis, so we see that also in Ma'ariv, there's also an Indian of Geule L'tfile. Now, I mean, the Gemara understood because the main Geula, as we mentioned yesterday, was in Shachris. And for the Gemara, Elom Rav Lozo, Tehei betfila samincha. Then there's no Indian. Ravashi Yomar, Afilu, because over there was no Geula at all, right? Mele Shachris and Arvis. So in Arvis, there was a part of the Geula. As we said yesterday, they started to go out from Mitzrayim when already at night, Laila. The main Geula was in Ochaname Bayoim, and that's why Sai B'Shachris and Sai B'Arvis, there's an Indian of Geula L'Tfila. But in Mincha, because there was nothing to do with the Geulas Mitzrayim at the time, so there's no Geula L'Tfila. So Tfilas HaMincha in Ochaname is no, is Teim B'Tfilas HaMincha. Ravashi Yomar, Afilu Teim Akulu, that in all of the Tfilas there is an Indian to say, Hashem Sefosai Tiftoch. All of the Tfilas there is an Indian to say, Hashem Sefosai Tiftoch. Keva the Kavur Rabbono the Tfilah, because once Rabbono came and said that in Ochaname you have to say, Hashem Sefosai Tiftoch, not only in Mincha, in all the Tfilas. Just because of this, Tefillah Arichte Dami, it's part of the Tefillah of, as we said, we don't have courage to come to ask the Rebbeinu Shalom. That's part of the Tefillah of Shmon Esrei to come and to say Hashem Sefosai Tiftoch. The Eloi Teimeoche, when in Ma'ariv, Avis, Eiche Motzi, how can you come and say in Ochaname? Yeah, how can you come and say that what? Yeah, how can you come and say in Tfilas Ma'ariv, that a person, when he's davening Ma'ariv, so in Ochaname is gonna, yeah, Zog the Gemara, let's see it noch einmal. Tfila Aricha, oh, so we see that Iyu Lerotz and Irei Fi Ve'egoi Libi Lefonecho is Ki Tfila Aricha Dami, and we made it's part of the Tfila, that's why it's not called the hefsek between Geula le Tfilo. Says the Gemara. Kevin the Govo Rabbono Betfilo, Ketfila Aricha Daya. Michdi. I Iyu Lerotz and Irei Fi Mashma, when is it? Lebasoiv, that means when he finishes the davening, then he starts, that what? He davens HaKadosh Baruch Hu should be miskabel his words, le-rotzoin. That's what we're saying over here. Mashma. Meikor, that also the beginning, that means, the be'ina le-meima, we should also say, iyu le-rotzoin. Why Rabbonon would take to say it, le-achar yudches boches, leimu meikor. You should come and say it also in the beginning, in Ochaname, iyu le-rotzoin. Says the Gemara, Omar Rab Yude, Bereid Rab Shimon ben Pazi, Oy velo omroi David elo leachar Yudches Parshias, where a Sefer Teilim after Yudches Parshias. So that's why Nochaname lefikoch, and therefore Takinu Rabbonon leachar Yudches broches. Says the Gemara, Hanesh Moinesrei. If you look at the Teilim, it's not 18, it's 19. Tisha also have here. Why? Because Iyu Lerotzon, it says in the end of Perek Yutes. And for the Gemara, Ashri Oish, that means the first Perek in Teilim. And Lomo Rog Shugoy, that's in Ochaname, the second Perek in Teilim, it's one Parsha. In Ochaname, it's one Parsha. Says the Gemara, Ashri Oish, Lomo Rog Shugoy, Chode Parsha. It's one big Parsha. Yeah. And in Ochaname, we know the Kapitlach in Tanakh, right? Bechlal, is all of them was done by the Goyim. The only place what we have in Ochaname, the Parshas, or Parshas, when we say capital this, capital that, is in Tehillim. And that Chachamim was metaken in Ochaname, and we see over in the Gemara. The Gemara says in the end of Yud-Ches, in the end of Yud-Tes. In Ochaname we know the Toysus in the end of Psochim, the Toysus says that there's Kuf Mem Zayin, right? Capital in Tehillim. When we have Kuf Nun, there's Kuf Mem Zayin. In Ochaname, that's what the Toysus says. But we see over here that there was after 18 brachas, after 19 brachas, when exactly David HaMelech says in Tehillim, Iu lerotzei ifi v'egei libi. This is the Nachoname, what we have, the prokim in Tehillim, these are from Chachamim, but in the rest of Tanakh, when we have prokim, comes from the Goyim. We use it because it's easier for us, but in Nachoname it comes from the Goyim, it's not any Mechayev. Melachim Aleph, Melachim Beis, Shmuel Aleph, Shmuel Beis, all of these things come, also these Chalukas come from the Goyim. Says the Gemara. Says the Gemara. So in Ochaname, this is Asher Ish, and Lo Morok Shu Goyim is Chode Parshehi. Yeah. Says the Gemara. De'omar Rabbi Yehuda Berei de Rabbi Shimon ben Pazi. How many Parshas? Kuf Gimel Parshiyos Omar David. He said 100 Parshiyos, he said. And he didn't say in all of them, V'lo Yomar Alleluia. Ad Shero B'mapolos Asher Reshoim. Then he said Alleluia. Why? Because it says over there, where it says, Itamu Chatoim Min Oretz, Ureshoim Oid Einam, Bochi Nafshi Es Hashem, Alleluia. So we see over there, which capital is this? This is only capital Kuf Daled. So after 103, he can't really said it. Why? If I think these are 103, what's the pshat over here? So in Ochaname we see over here that only then he said it, and for the Gemara, Hanem Me'ov Shalosh, Me'ov Arba Avian, and for the Gemara, Shma Mino Ashri, Shalavot Yugoyim, Chode Parshehi. That's why that's another line. But then when he said it, after he said Itam Uchatoim Min Oretz, Reshoim Oid Einom. Lichoyer the Marshof work. Lichoyer we know the Gemara Megillah, Daf Yud, that Ein HaKadosh Baruch Hu Chofetz v'Mapolos Shel Reshoim. So why he says over here, when he said Itamu Chatoim Min Haaretz or Reshoim Einom, so he says Baruch Hu Nafshi Es Hashem Hallelujah. He comes and he thanks HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He's happy that in Ochaname they had the Mapole. Lichoyer we say that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not happy. We know when the Mitzrim came and drowned in the Yam, right? So what HaKadosh Baruch Hu say, Maisei Yodai Toivim Bayam Ve'atem Oimrim Shira. So it's not exactly a happy moment to come and to say Mapolos Asher Reshoim. As if the Marshof, yeah.
Afterwards. Afterwards. During maybe you can't, but afterwards you can.
So where is talking about? So similar to what you're saying in Ochaname is the Tzlach says over here. He says, now not, but Nismalet after that, when Nismalet says also, then in Ochaname you can come and say also things very similar to it. Then you can say it, yeah. Shkoyach. The Tzlach, he comes to find from the Marshal. Okay, says the Gemara. Omar Rav Shmuel Bar Nachmani, Omar Rabbi Yochanan. Rav Shmuel Bar Nachmani says in the name of Rabbi Yochanan. Kol Parsha, Daf Yud Amud Aleph. Kol Parsha she'oiso chaviv al David, posach bo be'ashrei. He started in Ochaname be'ashrei, ve'siyem bo, and also be'ashrei. Not Davke ashrei. The pshat is that he started the chasime me'ein hapsiche. That's the pshat over here. Yeah, it's not Davke in Ochaname ashrei and ashrei. It's the chasime was me'ein the psiche. Where do we see it? Posach be'ashrei, the ashrei ish, ve'siyem be'ashrei, the ashrei kal choyse boy. So we see that these two first prokim are one perek. Because if you say that he started with one and finished with the other one, the first perek doesn't finish with Ashrei. Only the second perek, Lo Morok Shu Goyim, finish with Ashrei. So it is a raya that what stood. Says the Gemara. Amaise. Hanu Biryoine. Biryoine is violent people. And in Ochaname, listim, yeah, or Biryoine, Rashi says in Sanhedrin, Biryoine or Burim. Burim, that means people are ignorant people. They have b'shvivus when the neighbor of who? Of the Rab Meir. They came and they chapped him a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot. Tuve. Havu koboy Rab Meir rach me'alayu. Kregen de leimusu. He came and he davened for them that what? That the person, that they should come and get punished. They should die. Why? So they were showing. And over here, Rameir, as we said, the tzaddik gomel. So even by a Rosh Hashanah Masechet, you could come and fight with them. So Rameir was a tzaddik gomel, and that's why Yochanan Shor Masechet. And I think this, I don't know, we learned before, and what we learned before, Gam Anoi Shla Tzaddik Lo Toiv.
Yeah.
I remember the Gemara. What we learned, the Gam Anoi Shla Tzaddik Lo Toiv. It's not good for the Tzaddik that Rishonim should get punished because of him. And over here, why daven for them? Okay. Keicha Delimus Omrolei Bruye de Bisu tells them Bruye, his wife from Yochanan, she tells him, no, don't daven him. My dato. Why are you davening that they should die? Mishum d'chsiv itamu chatoim min haaretz. Right? That's what you're saying. Miksiv choitim. It says chatoim ksiv. That means in Yochanan, not that they should die, just they should get rid of the chatoim of the sins. In Yochanan daven that they want, that they should come and do tshuva. They should do tshuva. In Meilei, in Yochanan, they shouldn't do any sins anymore. Yochanan says the Gemara, Shofil Leseva the Kor tells Bruya the Rameir, look at the end of the pasuk. What says over there? Urashoim oideinom. So Yochanan, what means Urashoim oideinom? It's possible that if the people are going to die, so they're not going to be any more Rashoim. What it means? Elamai Muzayin, that what it's talking about? Daven that the Chatoim shouldn't be anymore. The Chatoim should Eloboy Rachme Olayu the Leadru Mitzuveh. And why Mimela is going to be Urashoim oideinom. Yochanan came and asked tshuva, and what happened? And the Yochanan they done tshuva. The Marshav effect what always bothered me. How could help over here? Someone else is davening, and someone else he should come and do tshuva, right? What do we know? Very famous. It's a Gemara also in Brachot and Daf Lamed Gimel. We're going to see soon. Hakol midei. So how can you come and daven in Yochanan? So how it's going to come and help? How it's going to come and help? How can we chutz mira shomayim? As I find the Marsha. So there's a big yesod. The Marsha has a bit of a malach over here, but there's a big yesod from the Marsha over here, but there's a big yesod of the Chazon Ish. The Chazon Ish, mamish in the end of the Rachaim, he has over there, like in the Ashmotes, the Rachaim, he has a big yesod. He says over there, what is... A person says a lot of times in the Shas, you see also that a person should daven later on in the Daf Lamed Gimel. The person should daven that what? That he should daven Yiras Shamayim. How can you daven chutz mira shomayim? What you davening for Yiras Shamayim? Right? How can you daven for Yiras Shamayim? How can you daven chutz mira shomayim? You're going to daven for Yiras Shamayim. It's not going to help you to daven for Yiras Shamayim. It's not going to help you to daven for Yiras Shamayim. So he says in Yochanan, that is the bchira of a person. That is the ishtadless of a person, is to daven Yiras Shamayim. I can be in Shamayim, chutz mira shomayim, and if I daven for Yiras Shamayim, no, that's in my hands. The daven for Yiras Shamayim, that is in my hands. That is my prayer, that's my ishtadless. You could also daven for someone else. You can daven for someone else, and that's your mashpia. You're giving him siyata d'shmaya, because that is in Yochanan. You're giving him siyata d'shmaya that what he should come and do tshuva. That's the biggest.
On that, he says the first one or both. He says the first one, or he says in both.
What do you mean?
He says in the person, or he says also to daven.
No, he talks about the person himself. You want to be mechalek.
That's a bchira. The bchira says he's boiche b'Yiras Shamayim. He can't be boiche for somebody else in Yiras Shamayim. Doesn't follow.
Why? Midin Arvis.
Yeah,
I think he said that Kol Yisrael Kish Echad. He says so. Midin Arvis, a person can come and daven also for his friend.
Yeah. So I understood what you're saying. That but I could be sure he's boiche b'Yiras Shamayim, but the fact that he davens, he's boiche b'Yiras Shamayim. He wants Yiras Shamayim. So that's allein a shtik Yiras Shamayim. But he can't do it for others.
Well, it's not going to help him to daven for someone else.
No, it's his boy. This is the bchira. He's boiche b'Yiras Shamayim. That's why. This is a shtik Yiras Shamayim thing. Somebody wants something, that is, he's got Yiras Shamayim because he wants it. That's a pshat.
So maybe you can say like...
No, it's already starting. So Yiras Shamayim, you can't say, I want to win a prize for Yiras Shamayim. You have to do something. To want it is already, that's what you want. It's shtik Yiras Shamayim. If you don't want Yiras Shamayim, you haven't got Yiras Shamayim. It's the beginning of Yiras Shamayim, to want it.
So maybe you're gonna have to say like the thing. It's a famous Igros Moshe. Igros Moshe brings the Rambam. The Rambam in Tshuva. That the Rambam over there says that noch another person shouldn't daven. So what's the pshat? Igros Moshe wants to say that a person can daven al hasoras aminiim, but not for the good. That means you have two parts. You have the bad, and you have the good. So the sur meira, on that the person can daven. On the sur meira, not the asay toiv. The person can daven on the sur meira, not the asay toiv. So that is going to be a second tense. This is like a stickler, Michtav Belio, Rav Dester, he comes and explains this place. He says, how could the Rameir daven for them? He says, because there was this Gale Chesed Hashem in the world, Chesed Aboyer in the world, Al Yedei Diz Reshoim, because Rameir davened for them. He came to Akoras Aboyer, to Chesed, more because of these Reshoim. In Mele, he came down, Bischus of this, in Ochoname, they should come, and again, the Sur Meira, the Chelek of thing. Okay. Says the Gemara. It's in twice in Michtav Elio, also in Chelek Gimel and also in Chelek Dalet. The Michtav Elio speaks about it a few times. Okay. It's because, as we're going back to the Nekudas Abchira, as we spoke a few times. Okay, says the Gemara weiter. Omalei Ahu Tzduki LeBruria. There was over there Tzduki, that he tells Bruria, Ksiv. It says over there, on Yerushalayim, when it's going to be Bimeish Mimosel, when it's going to be Pust and Lady, it says over there, Roni Akoro Lo Yoldo. It says, Mishum de Lo Yoldo. That means, right? Mishum de Lo Yoldo. Roni, she's a Akora. She can't then. That's Roni. Roni means Rino, lotion of happiness. So Roni, what's the pshat? Says the Gemara, Omro Lei, so Buri answers him, Shatia. Shvi L'Shevidiko. Look at the end of the Pasuk. What says at the end of the Pasuk? So it's muchat the word of the Akoro. She has the children. B'nei be'ula. She has children. In Ochoname, she does have children. Elo maya Akoro lo yoldo. What's the pshat? Roni Knesset Yisrael shedoim leisha Akoro shelo yoldo boni reshoim. That word of the din that they go again in Kavasaychu, like you. That you are the Bnei Edom. That's what he's saying, like the Tzdukim, like the Bnei Edom. That's what she, Bruria, is telling to this Tzduki, like Bnei Edom. Amalei, so we see Nochaname that the Bruria knew how to answer things. She was a Talmid Chacham, this Bruria.
The girls not better than the boys.
To explain it, we find through the Doros women that were a little bit great. No, the wife of the Sma. The wife of the Sma, the Prisha, the Drisha, right? The Rebbetzin Beile, she was called. The Rebbetzin Beile, the Prisha, has a son called Rabbi Yosef Yosfa. And he writes over there that his mother, Rebbetzin Beile, she was a big Talmid Chacham, and she has even Chidushim, Talmid Chachama, and she has Chidushim that they argue about her, about her Chidushim, they argue in the Achroinim, the Chassam Sofer, the Bogan Avram. She says, for example, one of the famous Chidushim she has is that a woman, when she comes and she says, Hadlokas Haner in Shabbos, so she covers her eye. Why? The children think it's the Dam B'Chavon. No, because she shouldn't have a knife from the nails. We know is brachas always oifel asiyos. First do the bracha and then you light. But then Shabbos you have a problem. She's going to say the bracha, she's Mekabel Shabbos. So she lights. She covers her eyes not to have a knife from the nails. And then she makes the bracha and she opens her eyes and she has a knife. So he says in Yom Tov, it's going to be different. Because in Yom Tov you're allowed to come into place. So first you know how to say the bracha and then light. That's the Chiddush of Rebbetzin Beile. The Mogen Avrom comes and says, no, women should go back to the kitchen. She shouldn't come say this and make some medrash. And he's not accepting it. He says, no, ein chochmas amela bepelech. He says the noshim ein chochmas. He's not happy with it. But the Lamais the Chassam Sofer, the Rabuda, they never on the Chiddush. And they pass like this. Till today, I think there's a minhagim. Some do, some don't. And also she comes and says the Chiddush to come into light Erev Yom Tov, like in Erev Shabbos, and not in Yom Tov Samuch L'Suda. Some Sofer and Shabbos Kochof Aleph Lagabe Ein Sofim Shemes Reifa B'Yom Tov does a Leshito Sayu from this Rebbetzin Beile. Well, we did find through the history. I think there's one of the Masois of one of these travelers in the middle times. He comes and says that in Bavel there was a daughter of a Rosh Hashiva. She would come and sit in the window, and there was in front of her like a curtain or something, and the Talmidim would stand downstairs. She was on the first floor at the window, and she would say a shir, and they would listen. But I heard once from my father. He told me that whenever we see many times when we pass. There's more than a lot of women. All of them are in halachas when they get the women. Hadlokas aner, nida, and chala. Very interesting. Yeah, we have the thing. Okay, says the Gemara. Omar le ahu tzduki le rabavo. Says the Gemara. Omar le ahu tzduki le rabavo. Counting, he tells them, steht over there in the pasuk. Ksiv mizmor le David mibocho yipnei havsholem benoi. Right, so we saw the Motzi Shabbos, why we said it's a mizmor, why it's mizmor. Uksiv. It says also in Kapitel Nun Zayin, le David michtom mibocho yipnei shol b'meorom. Hey Maisa v'bereisha. What was first? So we all know what was first. Michdi Maisa shol v'bereisha. Noi bazoi lichtoi writes bereisha. So the mizmor bocho shol, you should write first. Why you waited till Nun Zayin to come to write mizmor? Said Omar Lei, so Rabbi answered, Atun, that means you, the tzdukim, lo darishtun, you don't darshan smuchim, you don't darshan the smichus of the psukim near each other. Why? Mean, but kashi lechu, so you have the question, but anan, the darshin and smuchim, lo kashi lo, Omar Rabbi Yochanan. We darshan the psukim. How do we darshan? Smuchim min ha-Torah minayin shene'emar, says in the pasuk in Tehillim, Kuf Yud Aleph, smuchim lo ad le'oilom, Asuim be'emes u'yoshol, that means the smichos of psukim in Nochoname is emes and yoshol. And this is not only Nochoname stam thing. Lomo nismechol parshas Avsholom and Tehillim in the beginning, mamash in Kapitel Gimel, to Parsha, or Kapitel Beis, we could call it, what we learned before. To Parshas Goy u'Magoy, what says before and in Beis, right? Lomo rok shu goy, we learned about the Shabbos that is Parshas Goy u'Magoy. Sheyoyim alech Odom. Klum yesh evet shemoyret beraboy, and is coming to be makrish that what the pasuk, what says over there in the pasuk, ve'roiznim noizdu yochad al Hashem ve'al Meshichoi. How could it be? A person rebels against his master, so you're going to come and answer him, klum yesh ben moyret be'oviv. Elo, it happened. Ave, or chename have, in Nochonam that's going to happen, that what, that roiznim are going to come al Hashem ve'al Meshichoi, and they're going to be yomerid on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Omar Rabbi Yochanan Bishur Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, May Dichsiv what's a pshat in the pasuk Pio Pascha Bechokma Pasuk in Mishlei V'Soiras Chesed Al Shoino Keneged Mi Omar Shloimo Mikro Zeh. Lechoyer, the whole perek over there we know Eishes Chayil is on who? On the Torah. So also this pasuk is talking about the Meile of the Torah. So what Nochoname, what's shaykh to say Pio Pascha Bechokma? The Torah, the whole Torah is full of Chochmah. Yeah, that's better in the Shaila. Loi Omroi, Shloimo HaMelech just said it, Elo Keneged David. Shedo Bechamisha Oilomim. As the Gemara is going to come and being, what is the Chamisha Oilomim? Ve'omar Shira, Keneged each one, he came and said as Shira when he had over there, Ruach HaKodesh, and these are the Chameshis Oilomim, where he lived over there. Yeah, the Chamisha Oilomim. So the Maharsha, we're going to explain the few of the Maharsha, but before we should know there's the Goin. The Goin says, in Nochonam Biura Agodes, this Biura Agodes is a very nice one with the Pirush of Reb Avrom, that means the son of the Goin. And he says over there, it's a little bit more Kabbaladik and this. And over there, he brings that this Chamisha Ilomis is connected to the Chameshes Chalokim of the Nefesh. What we have over there is, in Ochanam we know that we have over there Chamisha Chelke and Neshama is Nefesh Ruach, right? We have Nefesh Ruach Mimoroim, he says, Neshama Chayo and Yechida. Nefesh Ruach Mimoroim, and Neshama Chayo and Yechida. And that's the Keneged Chamisha Oilomis. Says the Gemara. So the first one, Dor b'mei imoy v'omar shiro. Where do we see it? Shenemar bochi nafshi es Hashem v'chol krovai Hashem kodshoi. What means krovai? Krovai inside, right? That was inside the mei imi, and that's in Ochaname v'chol krovai b'mei kodshoi. Sorry, and that's the lefi Goin. That's going to be the chelek hanefesh. Yeah, inside the nefesh. He was inside the nefesh of his mother. He said over there in Ochaname thing. Yotza la'avir oilo. He goes out to the world. Mistakel bekoichovim umazolois. He comes and he goes into the he looks at the koichovim umazolois. You know, that's the keneged. Once a person goes into the world, he goes into the ruach. That's keneged the ruach. If you're going, So, Nistagel Kechovim Nazolois, and he understood that Kechovim and Nazolois could not come and bring down the Shefa. Who's the only one who can bring down the Shefa? Inochaname is Lasois Ratzoi Koinom. They are not part of the Hanoga Sabriye. Omar Shira Shenemar Baruch Hashem Malochov Giboirei Koyach Oisei Devoroi Lishmoya Bechol Devoroi. Just what? Baruch Hashem Kol Tzavav. Inochaname that they are only coming and doing over there Lishmoya Kol Tzavav, and that's the Ruach Mimoroi. That's the third chelik of the person. Yonag Mizdei Imoy V'Nistag B'Dadei Omar Shira Shenemar Baruch Nafshis Hashem. Right? It says over there, Ve'al Tishuchui Kol Gemulov. And Nochaname, that's the chelik of the neshama that's given by a person when he starts to eat from his mother. That's gonna get the chelik of the person. Says the Gemara, "My kol gemulov." What's the pshat? Omar Abavor she'oso lo dadim b'mokoim bino. The nechoname, the gemulov and the yanike is a chesed Hashem that he did by a person. Dafke b'mokoim bino. That means dafke keneged halev. The mokoim halev is a mokoim bino, but that's maybe the bina yaseira. Bina yaseira. Says the Gemara, "Tai memai." What's the reason nechoname that we did it dafke b'mokoim bino and not like the rest of the Balei Chaim? Right? The rest of the Balei Chaim almost unten. Says the Gemara. Omar Avidah Kadei Shelo Yistakel, the Tinoik when he's coming and nursing in Ochoname b'mokoim ervo. Ramasta Omar Kadei Shelo Yinak b'mokoim atinoifes. Says the Gemara, the fourth oilo what he was done. Ro b'mapoloso shereshoy v'omar shiro shenemar itamu chatoim in oretz u'reshoy moideino bochi nafshis Hashem. Hallelujah. And that's the chesed Hashem in Ochoname what we learned, that this is misa l'reshoyim, that's good for them, toiv lohem v'toiv lo'oilom in Ochoname. That's what he came to daven. And that's connected the chelik of the chayor, if we going to feed the goyim. Fifth, nistakel beyoyim hamise v'omar shire sheneemar b'ofen nafshis Hashem Hashem Elokai godalta mo'oid hoid v'odor lovoshto. And that's connected the yechida, and that's the mile of the yechida where the tzaddikim was only b'shas mise. Okay, says the Gemara, my masha. Where do we see that this pasuk is talking about yoyim hamise omar rabba shire miseva the inyonef from the end of the pasuk? The chsiv atasti ponecho ibo eilun. What is Igvaun? They come to Yom HaMisa. Person says, Va'igva v'Yosef. Says the Gemara, Rav Shimon Baruch ve'amre lo mar ukve av'shchiach kamei. The Rav Shimon Pazi. Ve'ave, and Rav Shimon Pazi would come and be mesader a gadete kamei the Rav Shimon ben Levi. Omar leis, Rav Shimon ukve, or mar ukve, the what we said beforehand, he tells Rav Shimon Pazi, Mai was the pshat in the following pasuk. Mai d'chsiv. Bochi nafshi es Hashem v'chol krovai Hashem kodshem. And he understood, Rav Shimon Pazi understood that what he wants to come to ask is why we come and we thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu from the krovaim more than the rest of the Ivarim, from the inside more than the rest of the Ivarim. So he told him, Omar lei, boyurei, shaloi ke midas HaKadosh Baruch Hu midas bosav adam, odom tzar tzura al gabe HaKoisel. ואינו יכול להתאים ברוח הנשום הקרוביים ובני מעין. אומר מהקדוש ברוך הוא אינו ייצור צורה צור צורה בסויך צורה. Right? A woman is pregnant. ומטיל בו רוח ונשום הקרוביים ובני מעין. And that's in Ochoname, that the nefesh and the קרוביים in Ochoname is special because it's a צורה בסויך צורה. והיינו דורמו חנות. That's what Chanot comes and says in the beginning of Sefer Shmuel. Ein kodosh kasher, when she comes, right? V'tispalel chanova toimar olatz libi mikirbi romo kormi v'Hashem. So over there she comes and she thanks HaKadosh Baruch Hu. When she thanks HaKadosh Baruch Hu, she says, the second passage she says is Ein kodosh kasher ve'ein miltecho, right? Ve'ein tzur kelokeinu. What's the pshat? Ein tzur kelokeinu. Zog the Gemara. What's ein tzur kelokeinu? My ein tzur kelokeinu. Tzur is always a lotion of strong, right? Hatzura gam moim, chalom shlemayim moim. What's a tzur? A tzur is a rock. A tzur is a rock. Something that Nechoname we can come and Elokai chosu boy. Tzur chosu boy. What's tzur chosu boy? Like I have sitting by a rock and I'm sure it's not going to move. The same thing. I have bitochen and the Rebbeinu Shlogim. So over here tzur, just what is the pshat? For sure, her kavana was not in Nechoname this tzur. What her kavana was? In tzayor kelokeinu, that in Nechoname it comes in Nechoname it's mamish alive. My ki ein biltecho. We said already ein kodesh kashem, so why we have to come and say ki ein biltecho? Omar Rav Yehuda ben Menashe al tikre ki ein biltecho, elo ein lebaloisecho. Shaloi ke midas HaKadosh Baruch Hu midas bosav adom. Midas bosav adom, masi yodav mevalin oisoi. Nechoname, that word, it can be marich yomim more than the person that created it. Right? The carpenter does a chair. The chair could be for 300 years. This carpenter should lying nicht da in his Masechet Yodayim. It's still over here. Masechet HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Yinochaname HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Mevale Ma'asov. Says the Gemara, right? Because the whole world is going to, but also these things are going to Kiloyon. Also the Kiloyon. The whole world is going to Kiloyon. Omar Lei, Rav Shimon Baruch tells Rav Shimon Pasuk, yeah? I know, I meant to ask something else. These 5 times that we see over there in the Pasuk Baruch Nafshi. Keneged mi Omron David. And now Rav Shimon Pazi answers him on this question. Answers him as Lo Yamar Lo Keneged HaKadosh Baruch Hu Keneged Neshama. That in Ochaname there is a little bit of a dimion between the Neshama. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Mechayev every person, every Neshama, to the way that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Mechayev the world. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Mechayev every Neshama, the same like he's Mechayev the world. That's what the Marashal says. Why? Because we know that a person is called a Oilam Cotton. And we spoke about it many times already, especially when we gave the Shurim on Yoina. We spoke that the Nochaname, a person is always called Oilam Cotton. And he's medamed the Neshama of a person in Nochaname to the world. The same thing HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Mechayev, the Atom Mechayev school of the whole world. The same thing HaKadosh Baruch Hu is also Mechayev each individual, each Neshama. Says the Gemara. Ma HaKadosh Baruch Hu molei kol oilam, af neshama meleo kol haguf. Same thing, in Ochanam is meleo kol haguf. And that's why you said, Baruch Hu es Hashem ma'aso bechol, right? Over there we said in Ochanam, what is the Baruch Hu? Ma HaKadosh Baruch Hu roya ve'ino nireh, af neshama. Roya ve'ino nireh. And that we said, Baruch Hu nafshi es Hashem, bechol krova, Hashem kodshei. That in Ochanam, the krova of what's Hashem kodshei, that's in Ochanam the neshama. Right? If a person comes and the neshama goes out, then he can't move. And that's why he Kelly says, and this is Nochaname, where's Nirmaz? That in Nochaname, that's a kinui for the nistoros of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Yovoy mi sheyesh bei chamisha dvorim alolu hu the neshama v'yeshabeach HaKadosh Baruch Hu yeshabeach למי שיש בו 5 דברים הללו. אומר רב אבנונה, מה נכסים מי כחוכם ומי יודע פשע דבר? What's the pshat? מי קדוש ברוך שיודע לעשות פשרה בין שני צדיקים? Between who, which 2 צדיקים? בין חזקיהו לישעיהו. חזקיהו אומר. חזקיהו was Melech Yisrael. Right? We all know Chizkiyahu Melech Yisrael, a great tzaddik. He was not a son of a big tzaddik. He was not a father of a big tzaddik, but he himself was a big tzaddik. Right? We know Ochoz. We know Menashe, his son. But he himself didn't want to get married. And let's see the Gemara. Says the Gemara. Chizkiyahu Omar Leisei Yeshayahu Gabei. Yeshaya wants to come to meet me. Yeshaya Novi. No, you should come to me. He wants to come to tell me Musa why he didn't get married. He should come to me. I'm not going to him. Why? We find that the Novi comes to the king. Where do we find it? The Oche Ashkechon Belio, the Ozi Ligabe Achov. Right? He came to tell him it's not going to be Talumoto. You see, no, sorry. That's not the case. The case in Nochanam that the Leo went to Achov after he came back from Choyrev over there. He goes to Achov, right? Come and tell him it will be back. The rain will come back. So he comes to Achov. And Yeshaya Omar Leisech Chizkiyahu Gaboy. Fakert. To come to me. Why? Yoiram, the son of Achov, he goes to Elisha Novi, right? He goes to Elisha Novi. So, you should come to me. Ma'asa HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hevi Yisurim al Chizkiyahu. Why? Because it was Chayav Misa B'dei Shomayim, because there's no Isik B'Piri V'Rivya. That's why Hevi Yisurim on it. V'meile, v'omar Yeshayahu, lech b'keres ha'choyle, shene'emar, b'yom imoreim cholo Chizkiyahu lamus. And because of it, there was a mitzvah mikrocholim, so it's not a worthy zilzul and the kvoid hanevue, so he went. Yeshaya tell Chizkiyahu, Omar Hashem tzav lebeischo ki meisat v'lo tichye. Give it savoy. You're going to die. Why? Why you had to come and say double lashon ki meisat v'lo tichye? For sure, if a person is dead, he's not alive. It says the Gemara, meisato ba'olam hazeh v'lo tichye le'olam haba. Omar le, Chizkiyahu tells him, Maikulai. What I did so wrong? You didn't get married. Chizkiyahu tells him, you know why? I saw Beroch HaKodesh that what? then nafke minoi boni de malu. That I'm gonna have offsprings. I'm gonna have children that they're gonna be not the biggest tzaddikim. So so they're not gonna be yirei shomayim. They're not gonna be yirei shomayim. So that's why I don't want to come and they get married. I don't want to come and they get married. How you can come into the house? No, there's no bchira for a person. How can we do it? Well, how can you come and decide that he's going to be a Rosh?
Maybe you could have changed it.
So you know us, that the Shaila. Toisus needed of design of a base. Toisus says, "Vein toimar." Well, in the middle of the Dibba Masin Vakoil. Vein toimar ochiskie chosed havelei boned oloi malu alme de nigzar koidem leilo shelo yiri shomayim. Why the Gemara says that everything is nigzar laodam, yiri shomayim or not is the person of bchira. Fragt Toisus. Vein toimar. Ve'ochiskie chose he saw in Ruach HaKodesh the havelei boned oloi malu. He's going to have boned oloi malu. Alme de nigzar koidem leilo shelo yiri shomayim. You heard that Shaila. Says Toisus, וישלוימה דרוב מה שעוד עשית לי יויס. וידהר בידבורים תולי במזל כדומה בשלי שבס, מן דיסיאלית בצדק, יהיה צדקון במצווה. דיסיאלית בשבס, מסתקי קדישה, וכן הוד העמק על דויה, לאימי דרם נחמן בריצו, בריך גן ולהווה, ואויד אין זה בידי שמיים, כי אין הקדוש ברוך הוא רוזי לשנוס הילוך על מזולס. לפי his muzzle, he could come and think. A person himself, he could come and change, but לפי the muzzle, he went on that direction. Lefi the Mazalis. That's what Tosis says over here. Okay, enough. This is a little bit of a big sugya to go into. Must be noisy. That's the Gemara over there neither. Must be noisy, and that's Tosis goes. Yeah. Okay. So Yinochaname Akol Ye. So Yinochaname that's. Misa b'Yishamayim. No, but that's. To go into this sugya of Tosis over here, it's the Yediyah and Bchira. That's the Shaila over here. Yes, the Yediyah and Bchira Shaila. Okay, so we're going to leave it for the Gemara and Yuma when you're going to learn over there. You come to the Rambam and you're going to Tshuva, Perikei Alocha Ei. Remind me to speak about it. Okay, Zog the Gemara. So, Omar Li, Yeshayahu tells Chizkiyahu, Be'ade Kav Shedachmon Lo Moloch. What you have to come to deal with the Nistoros, HaKadosh Baruch Hu feels sein Welt. You don't come in Ochaname. You see Be'or HaKoida that you're going to have Rishoim, Veseder, but you don't know if they're going to come and do tshuva or not. You don't know the Nistoris. That's the Yaro's Vash comes and explains. But you could see that they're Rishoim. You can't see maybe they're going to do tshuva. And that's what he tells the but what you were commanded, that's what you were supposed to do. And what he wants, he will do, and you don't interfere. That's what he comes and tells him. Okay, you know what? I want to marry your daughter. And maybe the schus of your daughter would come and help that a little bit our children are going to be better. Going to come out good children. So Yishai tells that what you're going to die, and it's not going to help you if I give you my daughter. Ben Omoitz. It's called, right, Yeshayahu Ben Omoitz. Klach nevoscho v'tzei. End your nevuah v'tzei. That means, he says over here, because Chizkiyahu wants to daven, Nochonav to be mevatel the gzeira, and the gzeira that's where the Noida Lerabim says they're going, it's much harder to come to be mevatel. So he says, Klach, finish now, don't come and publish it to everyone, I want to daven now. And straight away he davens and he says, Kach mekublani beis Aviyah David HaMelech. Even that he sees the Malach, right, with the Cherev Shlufa B'Yodai, when he comes and he davens, he didn't come and stop davening. So the same thing, Afilu Cherev, Chado Munachas Al Tzavoro Yisholodom. That's what Rashi comes and says. Rashi comes and says, Mi Beis Aviyabo, David Sherois HaMalach V'Chal B'Shlufa B'Yodai, B'Soif Sefer Shmuel, V'Lo Yimona Atzmoi Min HaRachamim. That means, if it's talking about, when David HaMelech comes in, it was over there in Goyen Orno, right? And it was a Mageife. And he sees over there the Chal B'Shlufa B'Yodai of who? Of the Malach with the Mageife, and doesn't stop to daven. And in Nochoname, it helped. He bought the place from Gorno Aravno. Goyen Aravno, he bought it off him, and Nochoname then stopped the Mageife. Says the Gemara. אפילו חרב חד ומונחת על שברו של אדום, על אם נעצוי מן הרחמים. says the Gemara, Itmar Nami, Rabbi Yochanan ורב אלעזר דאמר תרוויו, אפילו חרב חד ומונחת על צווארו של אדום, ונכונה על אם נעצוי מן הרחמים שנאמר, זה פוסק עובדי אין היוב, הן יקטלני, אפילו אין יקטלני, when הקדוש ברוך הוא is going to come and wants to kill me, לוי ayachel, ayachel, that means I'm still going to daven to him. I'm still going to daven to him. Says the Gemara, Omar Rav Chonon, afilu balach haloimois. What's a balach haloimois? You know, that's a malach. Even a malach comes and tells a person that the balach haloimois. And we're going to see later on in Daf Nun Hey, all of the sugi of the haloimois of a day. You know, there's some haloimois comes to show you the truth. What's going to be in the future. Oyim aloi la'adam. למוחו הוא מייס על נמנע עצמו מן הרחמים שנאמר כי ברויב חלומויס והבולים ודבורים הרבה כי אלוהיקים ירא, and that means only have ריבונו שלום ירא, don't have ירא from anything else, even from the חלומויס. מיד, what happened straight away? ויאסף חזקיהו פונו אל הקיר ויספלל אל השם. What's the קיר? He davens to the קיר. Says my קיר, אומר רב שמעון בן לוקיש מקירויס ליבוי, from the walls of his heart he comes down. שנאמר Rabbi Levi Omar al Iskei Akir. What Iskei Akir? To come to mention schus ovois Omar lefonov. Ribono Chizkiyahu tells Ribono Shalom. Uma Shunamis, the Isha Shunamis who lived in Shunam. She did what she did for Elisha. Kir achas ketano, and what you did. Echiyeiso es beno, as we'll see later on. Avi Abo, that means who's Avi Abo? Shlomo HaMelech. Shechipo es oichel kuloi bekesef. Inochaname was kesef or zov, no? Kesef, but why is but why kesef? We don't find out the kesef. If you look at the psuk at the beginning of Melachim, okay. We learned it in Melachim, beginning of Melachim, we said that in Ochanai, it says over there, Kesef, Ladoch Zabayis, it was type of a Zov that machsif alle andere Zov. It was Mevash all the Zov. It was Zov Toil. Same shot over here. Over here is Mashra Kesef. Over here is Mashra Kesef. Okay. Shechiba is going to be Kesef ubezov, Alachas kama vekama, I should come and have schos of his. Says the Gemara, Chizkiyahu comes and says over there, what means v'atoi beinecho asisi? Mai v'atoi beinecho asisi? Says the Gemara. V'atoi beinecho asisi. Why? Because in Ochaname, the Freidem Arashor, what's v'atoi beinecho asisi? We know the Gemara says in the times of Chizkiyahu, midon v'atsheva, everyone was boki beinecho tume v'ta'are. What's v'atoi beinecho asisi? For sure that he did good. What's v'atoi beinecho asisi? Okay. Says the Gemara, Omar Rav Yudah Omar Rav, Shesomach Geula Tefillah, Inochanami wanted to come and now and mention it, that Inochanami was Soivet Geula Tefillah, and Schar this Tefillah, Inochanami should get saved. Rabbi Levi Omar, Shegonaz Sefer Refuois. Inochanami, why? Because people came and said they didn't have any more Bitochen. He said, we have the Sefer Dvores, we don't have to ask Rachmim anymore. He wanted people to come and daven the Rebbeinu Shalom. And they should ask Rachmim from the Rebbeinu Shalom, and that's why he came, and he was gonna say for refuos that people should come and daven to the Rebbeinu Shalom. Says the Gemara. Tonu Rabbanon. Shisha dvorim asach Chizkiyahu HaMelech al shloisha hoiduloi. They thanked him, the Chachamim. Al shloisha lo hoiduloi. Al shloisha hoiduloi. What's the three things that the Chachamim thanked him? Gonna say for refuos hoiduloi because they were machnia to the Rebbeinu Shalom. Kitat nechash hanechoishes that Moshe Rabbeinu done vehoiduloi. Why? Because in their generation they started to come and to have mistake. Till that time it was okay. But at that time they started to come to the mistake that this nechash hanechoishes itself has certain koiches. Moshe Rabbeinu, he certain had powers. But till that time, and the Gemara Chuli says, we say Lizgada boy, and that's why they left it up to that time. And it says the Gemara, Gire atzmois ovim al mito shechavonim, and he didn't come and did the kvure like he should do, right? If his father was a king, he should come and do over there. Why? Because he wanted to come to be mechaper on the aveiras of his father. What's that? Sosa mei gichoin. The mei gichoin is the mea shiloyach. When Ashur wanted to come and to make a siege around Yerushalayim, So they came and he made over there a hole. If you go today to Eretz Yisrael and you went to Ir David, over there is very interesting. You could go down and go through, they call it the Nikvat HaShiloach. And over there you can see exactly what Chizkiyahu built. And there was outside of the city, he was there once, right? Very, very interesting. Outside of the city there was the water, he comes and he digs. Amazing thing. You're talking about over here 3,000 years ago. 3,000 years ago. He digged a huge tunnel, he brought in the water. Why? That the Ashurim shouldn't come and have over there water to drink. Okay, says the Gemara. Sorry? You can walk through there, yeah. You come through your knees, yeah. What? Yeah, you brought it in that the Ashurim shouldn't come. And that's the... So that's in the Chai. It didn't have bitochen. And that's why loy hoiduloi. That's Kitzatz, Dalzis Heichol, Veshigol Melech Ashur, right? He comes and he sends it to Sancherev, right? Before Sancherev goes to Lochish, he comes and he gives it to him. And then Chizkiyahu, the next time when he comes to Yerushalayim, Chizkiyahu doesn't listen to him, and then we know the Mapolo, what Ashur had over there, what we say in Shvi Shel Pesach, the Oidayoi Benoiv La'amoid. That was the Mapolo of Ashur. What are we talking about over here? V'lo yoiduloi. That's Iber Nisan Ben Nisan V'lo yoiduloi. That means, Inochaname Iber Nisan Ben Nisan. So the Radak in Divrei Yamin says, Inochaname, right, Vayvoat, Samelech, Vesoro, Vecholo. So the Radak Frek, Lechoire was not he himself. Inochaname asked advice from everyone. Why we come and say it's only him? So the Radak explained, Inochaname, the main thing was him over there. Says the Gemara, explains the Gemara that after Inochaname we were Mekadosh Chodesh Nisan, then Inochaname he decided to be Me'aber Ador. ומי לסן לחזקיהו, החודש הזה לוחם ראש חודשים, זה ניסן ואין אחר ניסן. That means that the second you are Mekadosh Nisan, you can't be Mekadosh now, doing it into a leap year. And for the more Elo Tor b'de Shmuel, dinim Shmuel, Doma Shmuel, ein me'aber Nisan, Yashor no b'yom shloishim shel Ador. Oil ורוי לקובוי ניסן, and Inochaname sovu, oil ורוי loi amrin, and Inochaname, that what? He came and he thought that what? That okay, now it's Lamed Ador, and it can be also Aleph Nisan. So it's still not yet Nisan. Maybe I'm going to come and do it in the leap year. But he didn't know the din of Shmuel. It means it was a little bit before Shmuel. But the idea, yeah, the Mekor Radin, and Yochanan, that once it's Lamed Ador, it could be, it's raw, it could be, it's able to be Aleph Nisan. You can't turn it into a leap year. That was the mistake of Chizkiyahu.